Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Let me try to make my hair look a little bit better because I've been quite exhausted. Today we're having a candid discussion around polygamy. So, ring light don't on, house don't fool. Make the yarnings begin. How are you this evening? Okay, guys. So, the topic is polygamy. Polygamy. Quite a lot to talk about. Earlier on my Instagram handle, I posted some things. First, a post from Yul Edochie where he said, I had no sustainable job when I got married. See, she said she'll manage. She never frustrated me for one day. It's been 16 years of marriage now. We're happy. Different things work for different people. What could have gone wrong between the 16th year and the 17th year? Then I also saw a post from our elder, Pete Edochie, who happens to be Yul's father. He said, marrying two women doesn't mean you are a man. It just means you are about to suffer and breed confusion among your generations. So, let's talk about polygamy. I want this to be a candid discussion. Someone said, Yul Edochie, what he did, I don't like. I unfollowed him. Why are you unfollowing him? Is his wife your younger sister? You don't have to unfollow him for personal choices or decisions he made. You might not like the decisions, you might not support them, but let's talk about polygamy in a multifaceted perspective. I was watching, you see, the only issue I have here is, in my opinion, he didn't do his wife right. Especially when less than 2 years ago, he came out and said they are happy, they have a happy marriage. Then 1 year later, polygamy sets in. You see, as an African man, I will not stand here and judge another African man for being polygamous. Because I come from a polygamous home. My father is polygamous. The only problem I have with polygamy is how you open your eye, waka enter something where my papa generation they struggle with. It's like when I was talking to my neighbor and friend, Chris Okafo, the other day. And I was telling him about the aeroplane I flew in the UK. And he was like, you have mind, oh. Say, if you try that kind of thing. Especially since it was, can I say, it wasn't hurricane season, it was just windy. Oh, the wind nearly collected the aeroplane from my hand. And this is a small plane. Baba, my hand nearly fall come out. I was wrestling with the wind, trying to keep the plane, that what in aviation is what you call attitude, the attitude of the airplane. Small wind like this, the plane go nose up. I go need to level the nose. Small wind, the nose that it would. So you are constantly trying to correct the airplane. To him, it was too much. But to me, it was okay. If I go to the UK again, I will enter that sky again, and I will fly the aeroplane again. Because to me, it's fun. It's something I want to do. But to somebody else, it's risky. The same me that flew aeroplane in bad weather was watching people jumping out of an aeroplane with parachute, and I'm like, I can't do this one. That's the same way I feel about polygamy. To be very honest, polygamy is biblical, but I wouldn't say it's Christian. The fact that something is in the Bible doesn't mean Christ encouraged it. Christ never was against polygamy. He never said polygamy is adultery or immorality. No, that's your Nigerian pastors that don't know too much book. That's how they interpret what they don't understand. Instead of them to go to school and learn it properly, they will be telling you Holy Spirit gave them ministration. Meanwhile, you and I know that Holy Spirit did not minister anything, say anything. Now, yahoo, they all the part, join. My problem with polygamy is, where does it leave the woman? I've never met a woman who is happy in a polygamous home, especially if she's a first wife. The second wife sometimes sees polygamy as her only chance to enter and make something out of her life, especially if she doesn't come from a wealthy family. So polygamy sometimes is the opportunity for someone that's hung out and been beaten on a steady before to enter inside a home and make a name. But, like I said, I want to keep this discussion open. I want us to talk. I don't want to dominate this. I have Asmao here. I'm going to invite quite a few people, male and female. I'm starting with the ladies. You know why? Because everybody that wants to be on my live is a lady. Now, ladies, as you are coming to my page, please, I don't want you to turn on the light and you are giving us darkness, or we come on the live and you are dark. No. And please, no bad words. I will not forgive you. If you use a bad word and mess up my video, I will yank you off and block you. Okay? So let's talk about polygamy. Let's discuss this. Yul Edochie opened the doors for a discussion that we should be having. Someone said, invite Yul Edochie. I'm not following him and he's not following me. So I'm not sure the invitation will be possible. Kindness Sweet says, shut up. Why don't you tell your father at home that made the mistake of not using rubber idabubu and bringing you to this world? Why don't you sit down? I don't know which one is going to fail quicker, your father's contraceptive or your career. Kindness Sweetie, I'll be Kindness Wednesday. Then block Yala Oloshi. Kindness Wendy. See the kind name. I don't block him down. That one gets sense. So, ladies, let us talk about this. Let us talk about this. Polygamy. What is your perspective? Please send me a request if you want to be in my video. And when you send me a request, remember to acknowledge when I send you the request back.
There's something right here.
Nene?
Yeah, that's free.
Oh, and make sure you're using the latest Instagram app if you want to join me. By the way, all the requests are on Instagram. So make sure you're using the latest Instagram app so you can be in my live. Okay. Reggie, baby, I'm going to try to bring you in too. Samaria is here. Okay. Please, can you have your lights on? I don't want una they come. Hey, gorgeous. That's Samaria.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Hello.
Good evening, Samaria. Okay. Today we're talking about polygamy. What is your take? Now, I need you all to depart from the ideology that polygamy is going to take somebody to hellfire. Let's forget about all those things. And let us talk about the multifaceted. Let's have a multifaceted approach towards polygamy. So over to you, Samaria, what is your take?
Okay.
Auntie, that is black. Oh, please get your lights on. I don't want to bring you and then you're having issues. I'm removing the lady in black. And Samaria, sadly, Samaria too doesn't have good network. Abina me. I'm going to try to invite people afresh. There was a gentleman, some Mazi guy, who says he wants to be here. Some people send me requests, but they're unable to join because of network issues. How is the audio and the visuals? Can you guys see me clearly?
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Someone said you are two-faced, Daddy Fees. Why would you say I'm two-faced? How? Reggie, baby, welcome. We're talking about polygamy tonight. What is your take?
Daddy Freeze, let me just say that I'm really, really sad about the whole thing. I'm not happy that this whole stuff is going the way it's going. A lot of blogs have been like, they've been like saying their own two sides. I can't take it. I know some women can. I can't. I don't know how to share. I'm very sensitive, emotional, empathic. I can't. I know there's a lot of fast men out there, and nobody even knows what a woman wants or what a man wants. And I just feel for the wife, to be honest. I feel like he should have told her when he found out that the other lady got pregnant. Should have told her when he was going to go pay her bride price. At least the wife should have been in the loop of things if they are partners. Whether she agrees or not, but at least let her know. Do not let bloggers come to her DM to tell her what's going on in her own house. He should have given her that time.
How do you know that that's what happened? How do you, sorry, Reggie. How do you know that that's what happened? Gislava, can you join me live?
A message that telling her that we heard that he paid her bride price on Sunday, and she was like that God will judge them, and Gislava said, she said that she found out on Monday, even though Gislava told her that she just found out that they paid her bride price on the lady's bride price on Sunday, and I think he entered, or he or she entered her DM to tell her what was going on, so we just found that out a few minutes ago. So that I'm just going by what the blogs are saying. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going by what is presented to us on social media. I can't share. I don't know how to share. There's no way in HELL I will. I just believe that a marriage that consists of a man and a woman, if God is saying that both men and women are equal, and male and female won't even matter in heaven. But as you're here on earth, try to be respectful to your spouse. Try to, at least be as plain as possible. Tell her what's going on. As soon as you found out that the woman was pregnant, let her know, hey, listen, I messed up. Something happened. This, lay all the cards on the table for her to decide what she wants to do, instead of her finding out from other people and from blogs and keeping her in the dark. It was just off. I held him in high respect. I loved the way he acted, his voice. He was like the youth kind of president that we were thinking that will take us to the next level. And it's, I don't know, I'm just not happy with the way he went about the whole thing. And, your preaching in your previous video said that, it says that, that polygamy is not a bad thing, and I do understand that. But if a woman can share, then don't make her share. Let her know what she has to do.
All right, my darling sister, I've got Victoria Inyama.
Hi.
Hi, my darling. Reggie, thank you. Can you mute your mic for a minute? I know the kids are. Let me even remove you so that.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you so much, though. Thank you. It's just that the kids are having fun and you need to control them. Victoria.
Yeah.
This one that you look like you are in mourning. What is going on? Now this matter are rich like this.
No, but it didn't pain me. I'm very, very. I guess I'm very, very emotional about things like this because a lot of people. I don't know. I'm coming from a different, viewpoint, and it is sad. It is very sad. It goes against everything that is supposed to encourage marriage, for instance. It goes against, young couple growing together, getting old together, building together, It goes against everything moral. And it's so disheartening that the morality.
Now let me take you on before you go any further. Let me take you on morality. Let's discuss morality, because where do we get the morality that polygamy is bad from? You see, I let me be honest. What you did, especially with the way his wife is handling it, shows that he did not carry her along. I am not against polygamy in principle. I do not support it, but I am not against it. You see, human beings need to understand that in between bad and good, there is somewhere. There are things that are not bad and not good. For instance, smoking cigarettes is not a sin and it's not a good deed. It's just there. As long as you're not endangering anybody's lives. If you go into an open field by the river and you smoke a cigarette without giving anybody secondhand smoke, it's not, we can't say it's a sin. It only becomes a sin when you endanger somebody else's life.
Okay.
Polygamy too, the problems with polygamy are not, how do I say, moral problems per se. They are issues that border on selfishness in today's world. You understand? But I can't, like I keep saying, I come from a polygamous home. My dad had more than one wife. And it stressed us. And it is still stressing us, to be very honest.
Your mom was very educated. Your mom is a very educated woman. So...
It's true. My mom is a professor of law. As a matter of fact, the university that my mom just sent me today, my mom is a vice chancellor. Her university, Afe Babalola University, she just sent me a message, if I can find it, came first in Nigeria on the World University ranking, followed by Covenant University. She just sent it to me this evening, if I can still find it.
So how could she? I mean, you need to bring your mom on. How could she?
My mom would never want to discuss this because it's personal to her. She wouldn't want to talk about it. But being me and being a scripture teacher, I cannot but discuss something that is so valuable, especially to Africans and to religion. You see, people try to say, oh, it's morally wrong, blah, 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 blah. I don't, God himself gave David, I read the scripture earlier on today. God himself gave David, he said, I gave you your master's wives to your bosom. David was already polygamous. God still gave him all of Saul's wives. To do what with? To be playing tente with?
To take care of them.
Take care fire. And God said, if you had wanted more, I would have given you more. But you see, my problem is, where does this leave the woman? Where does this...
Why would I want to build, make sacrifices, in the beginning for someone who is going to bring somebody else who did not do anything to just come and take up his attention? Why don't we look at it that way? If I'm coming into a relationship with somebody and the person doesn't have anything, which is okay. Most times we say it's okay, we'll build. And then we build on trust. That we trust each other, that we'll build to make our lives better. And then when our lives is better, that we are able to afford certain things, some stranger from nowhere, it boils down to principle and self-control. It boils down to what is family, right? And then this is 2022. Sometimes, can we just leave what happened in 1980 and 1990? Can we just come to 2022? Can we just try to be a bit more decent? You know, I don't want to add religion here. I don't want to add ethics here. I'm just as a human being. If a woman decides to have two husbands, how will the man feel? The thing is, what you men give to us, the people cannot take a quarter. A quarter. And it is not just right. If you feel, let me just be raw. I mean, what's the time? Kids should be in bed. Do you think it's even easy to shut for 10 years? Hello? Okay. Don't you know that in the beginning of the relationship, the dick is strong?
Hey, oh, the what? Not because of children.
It becomes to get floppy.
Wait, Victoria. Hold on. Hey. Oh, wait, it's the word. Hold on. My problem is social media will wait. No, it's not the children, it's Instagram. It's not the children, it's Instagram. Hold on, it's not the children, it's Instagram. Instagram will censor the video and they will put you on shadow ban. And then you'll be struggling with it for the next 2 weeks. So that's why I don't want us to use those words. Not because of the children. But don't use those words. You can't use those words on Instagram. Do you understand?
What I'm explaining, English is not good enough for it.
If you explain it in Igbo, it's better. Okay. Victoria, oh yeah, calm down.
Let's leave religion and everything. Is it fair that we together over the years and then you do this? And again, I always say, African women's problem is African women.
Yeah.
African women's problem is African women.
No women.
See, nobody is a saint. It's a decision. I made that no married man. Just because me, I feel they are curses, right?
Yeah.
I don't want my daughter to suffer what my sins. Because we can mention David and we can mention Solomon, but for everything they did, God punished them. Very well. God loved them all. But God punished.
But God did not punish them for polygamy. God punished David for killing.
Everything they're not in polygamy now. Everything they do that is bad. So me that I know that, why would I want to cause another woman pain? Pain. It's not right now. So instead of me to cause
we have a special guest now.
This modern society of nopers,
we have a very special guest now.
Modern society of, oh God, give me help. Sometimes when they are
hey. My sister don't join us live. Ladies and gentlemen, Yabo Joe.
Someone that is helping you with bills. Okay, leave it there. Tell him thank you. If you want to pay with your pam-pam, you pay with your pam-pam and leave it there. In fact, take some of that money, go and buy a present for his wife and tell him, go and give this to your wife. Yes, because a lot of the wives also know that their husbands have something outside, but as long as you do not cross that boundary, and it boils down to the man, there are men that will tell you that...
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Victoria. If you were married to me, for instance, and you found out that I had something to do with this lady, but I'm not bringing it home, it's just for the arranges and, for the time when you'll be busy, maybe doing your PhD or whatever it is you are doing.
It depends on how many years we've been married for.
Let's imagine we've been married.
Because the thing go down tire. Your concord.
Let's imagine we've been married for 20 years.
It's not 20 years. You know the price. If you tell me that I'm not signing up for the floppy thing.
Please, because of Instagram. All right.
Computer disk now.
Computer disk. Yes.
It's no longer
it's no longer hard disk. I understand. Hey, Yabo Joe is here. Let's greet her before you kill us. Victoria, before you kill us.
Okay. If we provide everything for house.
Yes.
And we don't marry these are kind of 20 years. Bros, if it makes you happy, just make sure that my children are fine, I'm fine. But if I decide to also taste outside,
no, Kilo Day Boni Yetimbo. Where is that one coming from? No triamu. Me, I want bigger and stronger. Okay. Iyabo Joe, how are you? Before Victoria bring EFCC to arrest us this night. How are you?
Good evening, man.
Good.
I'm fine, man.
I bring my guy.
Victoria is cracking me up.
I'm not going to enjoy ourselves.
She's not finding it funny.
And I'm not screaming like that for you. You will sit up.
You will sit up.
Sit up. Because I don't want to go political or religion or anything, but as a human being. As a human being now. Is it fair? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the truth. Yabo, you're a babe. Let's just be very, very. Let me tell you something. Any woman who love man, cannot share.
At all.
True. You see, any woman that married a man for an agenda was her own.
She doesn't care. Yes.
I will still get my side gobo now. And they collect. You go do your nonsense outside. In fact, if you want, I will supply for you. But as I they supply, maybe they settle me. So you want us to make a fool of ourselves. We make a fool of ourselves. Now, it is very, very different from a woman that built from the scratch. We were drinking garri and sleeping in mattress. And then God will help us. True people, forget say, a typical Igbo, we dey pray. We go naked, they pray, may God bless our husband. So that at least in the presence of elders, our husband can talk. Because if you don't have money, you cannot talk. So you can't even do prayer. Now then the man, God blesses him, and then he wants to come and do this one. It's just
painful.
People are fearing.
Just lover.
Just lover, don't they here?
Just lover is here now.
Just lover in the house. Violence everywhere.
It's not God that we are worshiping. People, he will go to that his babe. It will not stand up.
Emma for good day.
Don't let them shadow ban you.
Please, that's what I'm saying. Let them not shadow ban me. Oh yeah, Victoria, you don't try. Iyabo, do you understand Igbo? Iyabo, do you understand Igbo?
It's only you that you think it's just you eating okra for 10 years.
Hey.
With some fried rice and jollof rice.
No.
Let me tell you, when wives always say I have headache, it's not that they have headache. They don't endure. They don't endure. I have headache. My period is coming. Period has not come. It's about to come. It's about to come, and yet no action. No, I don't prefer right. What is not right is not right. Let me what is.
All right.
Anyway, if the man gets enough to share, which one concern me? Some times they even do each other sex.
Oh yeah. Let's let Iyabo also carry the floor. I go don't leave house for now. Run go Maiduguri. They live under bridge. Make breeze they blow me. Make when I use wala kill me.
A serious disaster.
Oh my God! No, honestly, no.
You see, my take has always been. You see, everything Victoria said has always been my take. But let me hand over to Iyabo. Okay, let me hear you, Iyabo.
Okay, so I don't even know what to say honestly, because I think it's a very sensitive issue, and it's a very delicate one because we don't know how it all played out behind closed doors. We don't know if he has sat down with his wife to have a discussion about it, but based on her response on his page saying God will judge you, made it seem like she's not in agreement with the second wife. So it's one just, like for me, if I have to talk what's in my mind now, I'll be trending tomorrow on social media.
Talk! Victoria, don't talk, scatter everywhere. I don't know what's remain again.
So let me just, you don't say, we don't come over husband house now, you don't taste more. I don't think I'm in a better position to say anything. But I feel the lady's pain, and every woman, even the new wife now, if the man became cheese on another again, she said her body go boil. I don't. It's normal for you to not want to share your man. It's very, very normal. But sometimes you see social media, what plays out on social media is not what plays out in real life. And I know that most times, even in relationships, we fall in and out of love. We fall in and out of love. Some people will get married and they're going to love from the beginning to the end of their life. And even in death, they will still love their partners. But some people will fall in love. And in the middle of the relationship, they will just fall out. Yeah. But they will still be there, passionate up because of what the society will say. Kind of pictures they want to paint, or they are painting, family pressure, children. A lot of families, or will I say a lot of husband and wives. Did Daddy freeze, or what happened to his?
I just went to get something from my fridge. I never go. I still there here. I just collect something from fridge. Look at hear your gist.
Maybe the video went off. Yeah, the video went off.
Okay, so so I know like a lot.
Sorry, I went to get something from my fridge.
Marriages because of Daddy freeze. You freezed up for a while, though.
I went to get something from my fridge. I was listening to you.
Yeah, so like I was saying, a lot of people
stay in marriages for different reasons, and the love is not there. Because most times it might be that they don't really spark up their relationship. And people change, you know, as we grow, we change. Okay. A lot of men get it wrong. And these are discussions I have with my friends. When the guy is young, the lady is young, they get married, there's love, and the lady starts having kids. She's so, you know, concentrating on the children and all that. And then she does not really have that, you know, that time to show so much love and affection towards her husband. She's putting all the attention on the children. She doesn't even have time for herself, looking good, taking care of herself, you know. And the guy is also there getting distracted, wanting. A lot of things changes in her body. Men. You people, it's only you people that understand yourself. And a lot of times, the kind of way you guys portray yourself when you get married, oh, I want my wife like this, we are okay like that, is a lie. You're not okay. But because you feel like, if you tell your wife, oh, I'm not okay, I want you to be this kind of way, you feel like you are preparing her for another person. So I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. You just want her, oh, you are okay. Even when she's tying her paw on her chest, you are okay the way you are. Even maybe your own, I can't use that word now, your own drive, your own high.
Yes.
Or you start to want to play some fantasy in your head that you can do with her. But you are feeling like, don't let me play this fantasy with my wife because I don't want her to get spoiled. Or I don't want her to, you understand? I want, you know, you begin to feel like the mother of your children. She's your, you understand? She's your partner. She's no longer that girlfriend anymore to you. Where you guys can talk about things on, let's do this, let's do that, let's travel, let's, you know. So you see that sometimes in marriages, the love just fades away because there's no activity, there's no excitement, there's no fantasy that you're doing together, there's no dirty talks, there's no dirty play. I'm trying to be careful because of Instagram. So
we know as they be.
There's no dirty play. There's nothing to spice up the relationship. And then these men, they start to look for it outside. A lot of them are like that, and the woman too. You know, so sometimes it's vice versa. Some women, as they grow older, their S drive increases.
Does it increase or does it reduce as they grow older?
No, it increases. So as you grow older, it increases.
Are you sure?
That's why I say a lot about this sugar mommy running after all these sugar boys. When the papas are too busy looking for money and doing cheap allergy up and down, looking for political contract, the women are busy looking for all the young boys to give them the cocoa. You see? So now, if you notice, those kind of marriages, it lasts longer because the woman does not really have time whether the man is carrying one and the woman too wants to be feeling young, is carrying one sugar girl up and down that is deceiving him, telling him, oh baby,
it's deceiving him.
You know, really discuss these things. Lack of communication causes a lot of problems in marriages.
Now,
you know, and the network is so bad.
No, we can hear you clearly. I don't know. I can see you and hear you clearly. This is a beautiful forum.
You can hear me.
I can hear you clearly. We can all hear you clearly.
You know? So, okay, so like I was saying, a lot of times,
this lover, they look for trouble.
That most people, after a few years in their marriage, they are changing because they are growing. As you grow, your mentality, your drive, everything begins to change. Some of the things you begin to find exciting, some fantasies in your head, but they never get to discuss it. The husband is not wanting to talk to the wife about it. The wife is also not wanting to share that part with them. And so you see that they're living together, but they become strangers, even though they're living together as a couple. They become strangers. And it happens a lot. You know? And
yeah, but I think maybe that's in Nigeria. I think that's in Nigeria because here.
Yeah, of course, I'm relating it to Nigerian men. I'm relating to Nigerian men. You know, so a lot of times in a lot of marriages, they pretend. They pretend. 80% of the time, the wife is pretending, the husband is pretending. You know, they're really not real with each other. And so that's always a problem, mostly in marriages. A lot of times they pretend to each other. When the wife wants to, you know, try to show herself like, oh, right now, I feel we should, the man is like, where are you learning all this shit from? It's like this and that. It's like this. You can't even complain to your husband and say, oh, babe, I'm not satisfied anymore. The man will be like, what do you mean you're not satisfied? La, 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 la. It becomes a problem. And people forget that as we grow, as we age, a lot of things change with us. And that's the only constant thing, which is change. And as long as you guys don't discuss it, you guys don't talk about it, you know, you guys don't share, you guys just have to be your boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, thing has to keep. The way we did love 19 years ago, 18 years ago, the way we played it out, is so different from the way we are playing it now. The kind of Victoria, the kind of way we understood sex when we were teenagers is different how they are doing it now.
Everything is different now.
Everything is different. And if you don't flow with time and age, you just remain in your 1990 something years. All these young girls that are coming now.
No, but I beg to disagree. I don't agree with you on that. The first problem that we have about marriage is that people don't even understand what marriage is.
What marriage is?
People don't even, and in that Nigeria, people don't understand it at all. See, marriage is a commitment.
But hold on, Victoria. I want to ask a question. We are Africans. Ile olorogun is normal here. You see, marriage according to Oyibo people is different from marriage according to African context. Let us not depart from that. If your mother was not, if you, I was saying it before, I come from a polygamous home. Most people of my age, if they are not from polygamous homes, their parents were from polygamous homes. This monogamy is about 100 years old in this Nigeria, where we they preach monogamy, say it good make one man. Number 100, it never too long ago. I remember when my grandfather died, his younger wife and my grandmother came to do that 40 days mourning period in our house with my father. And my house has always been open to my grandfather's other wives. It was never an issue. So that, how do we put this in the African context? And I need you ladies to talk about this, especially the two of you that act a lot of Nollywood movies where polygamy is featured, because we can't say Nollywood is not blind to polygamy. There are stories where you have polygamy. Yawo Kekere is the younger wife. Yale is the older wife in Yoruba culture. I'm sure Victoria will be able to give us the Igbo perspective. Even in Igbo culture, polygamy is not frowned upon. So let's talk about this marriage. How did we miss it by copying the Oyibo people? Because in the Bible, men had many wives. Our fathers had many wives. Our grandfathers had many wives. Did we miss it by trying to do this one man, one wife culture that we got from the Europeans? Over to you, Victoria, and then to you, Yabo.
For me, I just feel like, I think this one man, one wife thing, but we always like to shy away from the truth.
Okay, yeah, but
we always try to shy from the truth.
The truth of the matter, that's the way you don't want
to. And Victoria, you should not be surprised. Men, you know, as the industry dinner is very hard.
Gist lover, they here, they yap also. Say our video, Yabo. Gist lover, they comment section, they yap say our video, no, they interesting. No.
Very, very It's very hard for an actor in Nigeria. I've never seen a faithful actor. So,
you don't give Gist Lover food now. Gist Lover no go again.
Are you
no, it's the fact now.
Gist Lover. Shout out to Gist Lover. Sure you don't hear what they find. They don't give you.
It's not. It's funny. Anybody that is married to an actor should always have that. To go and buy what they call shock absorber. It's very difficult. We always just pretend.
I don't agree.
You don't see actor when they faithful.
Yes. That guy when they married that Tibo girl, that guy looks very decent. So no, be everybody.
No be so we think you. Victoria, is that not how we're all looking at you?
No, I don't agree with that guy. They do anything.
This guy.
That Hausa guy married that Igbo girl now. I don't know their name. But what I'm saying is
Victoria.
Okay, missed it is love.
Can I say something?
Let's
say something.
Please say something.
I want to say something. Daddy Freeze, concerning this polygamy you just mentioned, I think it should be proper. Every woman have a right to decide if they want to go into polygamy. It should be proper when you're getting married to a lady, you should give her the option to choose that maybe in some years to come, I would like to have a second wife. I think it will give the women this issue of heart attack. She should be expecting it that, yes, I was informed. But for this kind of news to just come out to your face, it can crumble you. In as much as we understand that African men in their nature.
Are you sure she did not know about it? Maybe she didn't know that the guy was going to marry her.
The polygamy thing is arranged. But my point is, also, if another woman is coming in, another guy should come in, or the brother should come ahead.
That is the point. That is the area the men will never ask from the women.
He needs to change the woman.
My dear,
it's going to happen like that. Because, see, let me tell you, this is our generation. You see the generation of your daughter and my daughter. They don't have time. They don't have time.
No.
Victoria.
They don't have time.
Yeah, you don't stay for this industry. Anybody that is married to an actor, gay.
No, during my time,
Victoria,
I can swear
anybody married to an actor gets shock absorber already because she knows.
No. Talk. We want here.
But in my own time, we still had. I can mention someone like Alex Osifo, right?
Yes.
Alex Osifo.
Yeah, but they calculate.
No, I said that's why I said in my own time. See, it wasn't no scatter table now. I don't. No scatter table now. I don't. I just glorified. In fact, not even glorified. Now just another name for what's the female prostitute. That is it. You know, a guy is watching a movie, and the next thing is, look at this big bomb. I would like to smash this. That is what they are seeing. There is no acting anymore. The only acting remaining in Nigeria is probably stage acting. Stage acting is the only acting.
No, there's acting. No, there's acting. It's not just there's small acting now.
Opening breast,
Hey.
See, let me tell you, the
Code the words. Victoria, please code the words because of Instagram.
Remove love from marriage, and we will live happily. You know why we will live happily? I married you because you can provide for me. You married me because I am beautiful. We are happy. My beauty is not shocking you anymore. Allow somebody else to enjoy my beauty. You go and do your own thing. Everybody is happy.
the industry be like okay, they thought no, I need to get off this show before I take Victoria.
If we want to start, according to Auntie, but if we want to start giving men this, you know that in this new generation now, there is no respect for marriage anymore because of this nature. The men are handling it. No woman wants to be faithful anymore. No woman wants to be serious anymore. I can say it's not helping the new generations that are coming.
I'm not even telling my daughter about marriage.
It's not happening.
Beautiful 14-year-old girl. I'm not telling her about marriage. What I'm telling her
is helping. It's not helping. That's the truth. It's not helping. The new generations are coming. The new generations that are coming, they are going to be
this polygamy has been it has been forever. It's just that social media is just bringing it out now that we are seeing it on social media.
Yes.
All these things have been happening even before we were born.
It's been happening even before we were born. Do you know how many people
it's just that social media bringing it out more.
Babes, make a lot
and a lot of women are beginning to have the courage.
Babe, me alone
a marriage that
is God,
that is dragging them out or
polygamy can't be like saying you get a CP. It is not every woman's husband that you can share. I'm from Aruchuku, Abia State. It is not every woman. My children only open a back forest.
Say where one person craze starts, now where one person craze end, now there another one starts.
Because the first wife will go and cook, the husband will eat and it will react. The second wife will cook and counter that one. That is what was happening. There was a lot of bitterness and anger. Children were being destroyed for no reason. Yes, talking about that. Nobody. It's not every woman's husband that you can snatch. Some of them, na headache, they send the person to heaven.
Facts, 100% facts.
Oh, yeah, but leave that thing, hey, and nothing will happen. She go still go church, go confess. Then go still do holy God.
No, there's something called karma. Karma happens, see. There's nothing called karma. There's something called karma here. Karma happens. But that does not change the fact.
It's taking a long time. I'm talking about wait.
Auntie Victoria, the para.
I swear.
Karma happens in Victoria, yeah?
It's because of that a lot of things are just happening nonsense.
Are going wrong. A lot of things are going wrong.
It is a matter of
wait. Victoria, wait. Karma happens.
And I can't manage it, oh my God, don't make it all. I'm not getting no, very long came for what? Look at it. She didn't get the quack. Now that poor
Put down. Your blood is hot. Your blood is hot.
That's the way so far. God forbid. Don't you we don't just consider come just a chopper like that. They gonna choke you now. Hey.
But there's nothing you can do about it. It's normal.
Iyabo. I say leave. Oh God. You can't even spoil many things now.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, you want
my own time when I was married. See, let me tell you something about life. You just need to learn it. Like the wife just needs to focus all her energy and her life on her children, and that's the fact. Shit happens, you cry, you buckle up, and then you just move on. I love it to focus it. Yeah, when I was married, you know me, I married poor man. My husband don't get money at all when I got married to him. It caused a lot of problems in my marriage then, yeah? I was disowned for a while because they didn't want me to marry the person I got married to. You know this way all these old rich family they be. They always want you to marry somebody maybe like a family friend, somebody they know, a rich person, you understand? Now, when eventually they left some wealth for me after my dad forgave me, yeah, the first thing I wanted to do was change our life. Because then my husband was living in one room and I went to live with him there. I had my first son there, I had my daughter there also, right? When I got that money, it was about roughly 7-point-something million then. The first thing I did was wanted to change our. Initially, I don't see all the problems because I don't see her for my wedding night. I was thinking, should I run away with this money and start my life with my 2 children? But may so rest in peace. One of my friends then in school, then I was in Lagos State Polytechnic, I was schooling. I was, like I had that discussion with him and one of my friends, Alaja, like that. And they were like, I don't do that. Maybe because it doesn't have money, blah, 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 blah. Cut long story short. Right? So I took this money, gave him some to start his own business, changed our life from where we were in Tibet to Agidimbi, furnished it from, because now one room we did, we not get even that one room, I mean they paid that time. Yeah? So did everything from spoon to everything, changed our children's school fees, everything, bought him, I bought 3 cars that year, bought for him, bought for my mom, so that my mom was angry about it. But so I had to buy her that car to like let her just calm down. Like, oh yeah, mom, calm down. Because she was like, this guy, we have to finish your money, but you're not doing more than that. Oh yeah, mama, took her. Give her small money too. I should have spent that money, and 7.1 million then was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah. So everything. Sent money to his brother for education, the one abroad, opened the shop for the mom, the foster mom, because his own real mom was lived, the woman who raised me. Did a whole lot of things for the family and myself. Long story short now, when armed robbers came to our home, did what they had to do. I got raped in my compound, yeah? Got beaten, battered, everything I wanted. I was in the prison for came out, did all that. Then in my head, I'm like, I can't go back to this house again. I was traumatized. I had to move to his own brother's house, who was where he was in K2 with my 2 kids. And I've not seen him because he said that place is the room and parlor. Now we just moved away from our 2-bedroom apartment because armed robbers vandalized the whole thing. I was raped in there and a lot of things happened. I can't go back there, even though my rent was not expired. So we moved to his brother's place in K2. I was there with the 2 children, struggling, like it was a room and parlor, so we were managing. They said, I can't stay with 2 people, the whole place is so tight, so let me go and stay with my friend, because the armed robbers also wounded him in his head, like, so that he can heal from them. And I was feeling bad, because he kept saying, you are the one that wanted to do big girl. I told us to remain in Mushin, you are the one that wanted to come to Keja, you don't want to be living that life, blah, 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 see what armed robbers are saying. He was blaming me for everything, so I was like, how can I make it up? So I went, I bought a phone. Samsung phone then, maybe I bought 2. One for him, one for myself. My dear, this one true life stories. As I was taking that phone to go and give him where he was in Mushi, I was climbing the staircase. This I face me, I slap your house. Their door the day open, they put curtain for front of door. I just heard him and one lady chatting, and I just heard the Yabo. So that Yabo, I paused. I just said, I don't love Yabo, blah blah. It's you I love. The girl was crying, no, he loves. Long story short, as I enter, I just shake. I don't know what to do. I was so traumatized. Even the phone I can't go give herself, I give her the phone with the money. I come out, he didn't get up to follow me. So, that moment I was shaking, I could not drive. I had to call one of my fellow colleagues then, to come and help me out, blah, blah, blah. So, at the end of the day, that was when I began to realize that, Yabo, there is nothing you do. A man, whether you spend on him, you don't spend on him. If he wants to stay, he will stay. If he doesn't want to stay, he won't stay. So if you are lucky to suffer with a man and he knows it for you, enjoy it. That's the way God wrote your own. Sometimes you will spend on a man, he will know it for you. Sometimes you spend on a man, he will not know it for you. You understand? So, but at the end of the day, should I go and jump into the lake and kill myself? If I've killed myself that time, like that, my friend told me, my colleague, I said, yeah, but if you just die, you just go. These are your children. Somebody else will train them. And they might not even turn out the way they have turned out today. So if you die and go, then what becomes of you? And that thing stuck in my head. Like, you know what? And here is me still trying to get over the trauma of being raped. You understand? Right in front of my ex-husband. That one never come up from my head. Then I got blamed for the whole shit that happened. That one still never come up from my head. Then now I know that he's loving somebody else and he's only with me, which I already heard him say on my wedding night that I denied the next day. That one never come up from my head. My 2 children became my priority. They became my love. They became the reason why I had to survive and live. And here I am today, thanking God for my life, my children, and everything. So that's why for someone like us, we would laugh about them because we don't go through that shit of having to stay and suffer with a man. But that does not mean that we should discourage other people that want to suffer with a man. You might get lucky. You might suffer with a man, and at the end of the day, you end up enjoying it. And sometimes you might suffer. This thing does not they equal, and I don't like to know they equal. You understand? But anybody will marry actor, suppose not say shock absorber, suppose they bank on it. So you understand? That's my own take about everything. That's why I've been through that shit. So just
but your husband was not an actor. Your husband was not an actor, okay.
He wasn't an actor, but I'm just telling you that after that, I've been in the industry for 20-something years. We have seen things, we know as this thing they go. It's most of these guys safe. Now the girls them now, all of them say, I want to dance, I want to
Maybe in your time now is really, really bad because in my time we were very
Which my time now? My time then was I started acting 1998, my dear. What time I talking about?
I started acting before then now.
What time? 1970 something.
Okay, wait. I still repose. I think 1990.
Not be 1990. Don't be just saying 1990.
Not like that. That time there was discipline. Nobody wanted to shag anybody. It was not that.
Hey! You know how many times I go Willis? When they for the time he say, I will give you lead role. You are going to be my lead role.
Well, I don't know who did that. That really was just
Victoria.
Who did that with me.
Maybe out of 100, one person is. Maybe out of 100, 2 people, they're okay. Out of 100.
It wasn't that bad now.
It's very bad. It is very, very bad. You know that it is bad. Extremely bad, Seth.
But
Thank God, say me I no be actor.
It boils down to principle and commitment, right?
We all just go on social media and pretend like when one person does this thing, we pretend like, oh, it's such a big deal. It's happening every day.
But because it's happening, is it right? I am looking talk like this. Is it right? Don't say that. It's happening.
You like it's happening. Is this our country, Nigeria? How can it? Maybe the Western world, it can change, but not in this country, Nigeria. Your husband and wife said, when I go police station, they go tell me I a family problem. When I go solve it from our house. Do you know how many men in this country that will marry, that they go to that same, they will take different women to same different registry, and they will still wear them in this Nigeria? We don't have a system that works for all these kind of things. So if you like, start from now to tomorrow, that if you try fresh sit down for this, if you want to marry second wife now, you go marry her. We go shout. You know, go change anything because
taste buds for life.
No law. Even if the carries us to court now, they go drag and drag. At the end of the day, they will still put it once and say, okay, let them settle at the court. Okay, this and that. Except maybe she's very strong and she has maybe a very good, you understand? So if she carries herself now and goes to her and she cries from now to tomorrow, the family will, the husband family will start to beg her, because of your children. See, our system cannot allow all these things to work because we don't have a system that backs the woman up, that supports the woman, that helps. You understand? So it's hard. If now Igbo country now, as she did so, she don't cash out. If she starts saying she wants to divorce the man, now all the property they go share up. I mean, she go collect cash out.
70% said because now the guy coming from
now, so that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that in Nigeria, our system, it doesn't work. So we don't even have a system. It's when you have a system that it will work.
Okay, as a human being, are you trying to tell me that we've lost all conscience, we've lost all value?
Nigeria, come campaign, Come Nigeria, come and campaign, come and do maybe first lady or governor so that people can help us change Nigeria. This is our Nigeria. Our Nigeria get as it be. If they manage and I manage, they manage.
All right, ladies.
See,
Thank you.
The best thing we can do for that woman is to pray for her and just believe God that God will do it for her. And she just, our children are the only things that can give her strength. And God and her children, she can draw energy. Like when she looks at those kids, she's going to be happy. Like before you know it now, she and her husband said they feel no fights. They will celebrate another 1 year anniversary again, John. So what are you talking about? You understand? This is our Nigerian matter. I get as it be. No. I don't think it's heartbreaking though. It's really heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
Let's go back to the olden. You people go back to the olden way now of women. But it's only the native doctors and babalawos. They will make a lot of money. They will make a lot of money, yes, because everybody will be looking for love. Even the Wolves. Everybody said everybody. They will make a lot of money because this one wants attention. This one wants attention. At the end of the day, now the man goes mad. Yes. And now who in Baba strong pass? He's going to win. And at the end of the day, everybody, it will not be like everybody will be swearing oaths day and night. Because I know for sure, yes, there's karma, whatever, but that's going to take God knows how long.
How long?
And children will suffer. But I maintain what I say. It is not every woman you can touch her husband. In fact, you have to even be careful that the man is not intentionally using all the girls for sacrifice and it's his wife that is choosing and picking and enjoying. There's some men that, at least in the UK here, we know that some men have HIV and they intentionally refuse to sleep with their wives and they are loaded. Yes. So you that you are dating them and feeling very, very important. The wife is just looking at you. You're helping her do work. Yeah, you're helping her do work. Because at the end of the day, the man get HIV. You don't want to touch your wife for a reason, And if they take your own medication, you don't know. You better take your own medication. So it's a lose-lose. Every which way. But what I'm saying is that things need to change. If we as human beings do not change for the better, I'm sorry, it's going to get worse.
Until we have a system that works.
All right, Victoria.
The system is not a structure. We are the system to say, no, I will not do this. Married man come chase you, you go ask her, say, you don't get wife, you dey mad. Why should I date you? Looking at me, I'm even prettier than your wife, so I will not be decided. Are you crazy? Insult the man. If he does too much, Google his wife, go to LinkedIn, find his wife, send the wife his voice message and his screenshot. But people will not do that because they are hungry. They need the money from that guy. Unlike here, no matter as you don't get money, you go chop. Government go still even help you. You understand? But in Nigeria, I understand.
You say you will have country that have government. You guys have government, no go help. Nigeria no get all that one for you. Ojú àwọn èèyàn ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bí báyìí.
We need to get to see. There's nothing like system, Iyabo. A married man will come and chase you. Let's say a young married man.
Hunger is too much in Nigeria. Hunger is too much,
All right, Victoria. Let's end the session.
Settle and once in a while, thank you, uncle, thank you, uncle. Let it be thank you, uncle, and don't go to
some culture believes in more than one wife.
Absolutely. I said that earlier.
Yeah. Some cultures believe in more than one wife.
They do. So that's what I said.
Some tradition believe in more than one wife.
Let's now remove love from marriage. Let's remove love.
So a lot of men, when they want to marry, when they want to marry more than one wife, they begin to quote men alone.
So let's remove love. If you remove love from marriage, and we marry for benefits, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
If I even see you with woman, I will come out face. Let it be my own. But as I come out face, I they send you request. Pay, I need this, I need that. If you don't bring it, well, while I go there. You understand? Then you can come. I mean, there are ways to do this thing, but please, let's stop talking about the olden days, our grandparents and co. Because our grandmothers knew how to put our grandfathers in a bottle and cook them very, very well. That is why they gave our grandmothers the permission that, okay, mommy, please, I like that girl. The mommy will say,
marry.
Let me go and bring her for you. And she's bringing that girl is like her house girl. That girl is her house girl. What she says.
But you need to talk to your daughter about marriage. I heard you say you're not talking to her about marriage. Why?
No. Well, you know, it's not a priority.
You don't believe in marriage.
Her education. It's not like I don't believe in marriage, right? But marriage is different from what you people are seeing marriage to be. And because marriage
in London now, she did London there now. She did Obodo Igbo.
See, marriage,
For the first time for my own show, I no talk. Now listen, they learn.
Commitment, we say, come rain, come shine. I'm with you. Principle, we say, me as a human being, I refuse to. I am intentional about. My home is my priority, no matter what. You see that 5 minutes of bullshit. Now I'm bringing up my daughter to have a partnership in future, right? When you're ready to get married, you both will join money together. You buy a house. Everything is going to be 50-50. So that when in this thing stands, and you remember, say, you see that house.
She falls in love with someone that she wants to like doesn't have much, and she wants to do everything for her.
No. I did that. Me today. I see the court. I did that. She even knows now. She knows what we are doing.
You can't choose for her. You can't.
Oh, this is where you lie. You lie.
Any marriage didn't work, but I still would want my daughter to get married at a young age. Not very early, but young age. Because I believe that everybody has a chance. And everybody should take that chance. Because my story went this way doesn't mean her story will go that way. So I cannot drive her and tell her, oh, don't fall in love at a young age, don't get married.
No. I didn't say she shouldn't fall in love. I said she has to do it.
She's planning to meet a guy that would do everything for her and maybe her own money.
No, I don't want that. Don't do
and
for her.
She might be lucky. She might be lucky to find a guy who's lucky. And then she has to spend him and the both.
You get man when they do, you don't be lost now, stupidity. No. Yeah, but sweetheart, calm down. The country is set up to the extent that at 16, you're getting a job. Not even for the money, but to show you responsibility and management, right? Yeah. By the time you're 18, you're in university. You're either doing apprenticeship or university. Any which way you're making money. By the time you're 20, 24, 26, you're doing your masters. And there are jobs. Thank God, that's the system that works. Now, listen. You dare not go on a date with a guy without your money. That's number 101. Right? You dare not show that you need him for any monetary thing.
Anything.
No, you don't do that. You see that the mistake when they make. That's why when girls they do one kind. No, you grow up as a well-formed, functioning, financially capable lady. So that any man that is falling for you or you're falling for, you're not doing it because of what he can give you. Because even the man coming to you will know that you have. All I have,
I get what you're saying because
all right, Victoria, let Yabo finish so we can close.
17, doing brand influencing and making money, and trust me, they pay her a lot of money, so she makes good money. Right? She works on
keep your money,
she's so tired, but I still always encourage her. Like, if you find love, go for it, and if you want to settle down, you understand. I would be so glad if she settles down and marries early, so that there's no pressure on her. You know when you start getting old and you're not married.
Another woman and marry Abby. No, let the children grow up and make up their minds on what they want to do. Anything. You don't work. Have your own house. Anyway, the criteria here is different too. My own, I've told her, you're giving me a master's and you're giving me a property before you even think about marriage, and that is for the 3 kids. Yes.
Ah.
Because once you start your first job, you're starting at 27,000, right? And if you're still living in my house,
Putting my daughter should buy a house. Staying in my house. I'm going to her husband's house for my house.
ahead. Now, okay, yes, it's the same thing. Now, there's still house, but you have to have your own thing because the thing when they cause all these insults sometimes. Let me tell you something about men and this new generation of men. I have a teenage boy, and I know what it's like, right? These days, this young men that we are seeing today, when you go out with a typical young boy in the UK, your date is asking you, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's what they are discussing.
This lover don't tire.
That's what they are discussing in the UK.
Make we bring this lover.
Teenage child, yeah. Because they will
This
tell you,
lover, don't run.
if they meet in university, this one they study this one they study.
Oh yeah. It don't do. Make we end.
Prince, don't tire.
Me self, I don't tire. The way they look Yabo to be like say Yabo to go soon tire.
You are buying your wedding gown, he's buying the ring. You're doing this, he's doing that. There's respect.
But why did he want to buy the wedding gown?
If that's your problem, you have to write that. Not tomorrow, don't come and insult my daughter that you bought her wedding gown. So let me just buy wedding gown for my parents.
Our husband might be different from your husband. It doesn't work like that.
All right, ladies. Oh, wait. The other lady who's been with us, thank you so much. Let me see if I can add this lover. This lover wants to come. Let me see if I can add them.
Transport fare, top up. That's what is bringing in salt for you, for your girls there. Okay, good.
No, wait. I want to add this lover. This lover, where are you?
This lover
not come at all, never.
Maybe they say they won't come.
Put lights.
Make them not put light. May we hear their own side. This lover, where you do?
No, now tomorrow morning I go. In fact, now this night I they go the page. This night I go the page.
I don't send this lover invite.
On my favorite page. This lover,
You like
I love you. Well done. They will be making Nigerian youths to be thinking, God, when?
Oh no, this lover don't join, no.
You like violence, this lover.
You taught me violence.
Oh boy, I don't bring this lover live.
See your violence today. One of them is here today.
Is it only me? You come. Yeah, but because you that you are old, I won't spare for you. You when you start your own now, this whole screen will scatter. Yes.
Almost see as this lover rise the followership, I mean the
Our
viewership.
lifestyle is different.
11K. Hey, this lover. Violence, don't fool everywhere. This lover talk now. I want to hear you talk.
Violence
Violence
no go
don't go talk. You don't go talk. You go just say yeah. You don't go talk. You don't bring me. Violence is waiting without our British unknown artists. When they go draw graffiti for nights, nobody know them, and they make so much money, according to them. But yeah, I feel, the Nigerians, they need to start empowering their girls. They need to start empowering their girls so that there's respect. One big mistake I made in my marriage was that when they said, don't do anything, I thought for the sake of peace, let me not do anything. I gave up my acting, I gave up education, I gave up everything. I stayed at home to be the good wife. At the end, the guy was progressing, he was going higher. I was still where I was. And so for the 14 years of the marriage, I was still where I was, that girl from Lagos. And he was, doing his law, doing property. He was moving, and I wasn't even getting anything. But I felt contented being at home, taking care of the kids, not wanting anything for myself because I gave myself, I felt marriage was to become one. I felt marriage was, you go. Whatever you get is mine.
Some marriage actually does work out. Some marriages, like, you sacrifice everything. And see, a man that wants to be kept will be kept. But it does not about you cooking good food or having so many children for him. A man that wants to stay will stay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Will love you till death. So
that is what principles and commitment.
No, not everybody is lucky at this thing. But that doesn't mean that you should totally just condemn it or blind your,
Absolutely. I'm with Yabo on this. Ladies, me, I want to they go. This lover don't go. It remain me too.
Children, why the husband is working, and at the end of the day, my work out for them. But some, they won't work out. See, this thing, everybody is different.
I agree with the Yabo. To be honest, I agree with the Yabo.
Let us as individuals do the right thing. Let us say this thing is not right and I'm not going to do it. Right? Let us live differently. Let us make a conscious decision to say, I will not do. You think say me, you don't want to do all this thing, understand? But I fear the consequences in future on my body, on my spiritual life, on a lot of things, on my pride. Me, when they like to, they put people for their position. I don't want tomorrow person go say this one not before.
I don't understand that spiritual life one, Sha. Anyway, what thing I know.
No, not be what you know. You come London, I dey steal you. You see me anywhere where you go, you just say you get one actress where they do this thing. No, because as a woman, you need to respect yourself, and when you have children, you need to bring them up to the best, to the best ability that you can, and that is by being distant. Me, I'm all about, because distance is a safe person from disease, infection, juju. But I don't come carry one of my pikin go do juju. Can't give me 100 million. I'm gonna happy me what tomorrow. One minute,
my husband will go out and come back and bring something to them now. Some women are decent. Some men are even decent. The wife go carry, can't give the man for house. I think be prayerful. Just be prayerful.
Leave God, leave prayer, leave all those things. Those ones will not even involve God and prayer, right? It is you as an individual. Atheists, they don't know God, but they are such decent people, because I've met a lot of them. They will tell you that this thing that they want to do to you, if you do it to them, they will not like it, so let them not bother. They don't believe in God or anything, but they are just decent people. So
this lover don't analyze. Wait, Vicky, this lover don't analyze them. Say Vicky, they talk morality. Iyabo, they talk reality.
Yes, but
I suppose screenshot them.
It can happen. With due respect, I know we are on different. Maybe if I was in Nigeria, I don't know. But I am saying that when I was in Nigeria.
No, you see, I understand. Hold on, Vicky. I understand what you're saying. And
things were different because there was no social media bringing every shit out there. That's why you think things were different.
And come away, they come out once a week compared to Gist Lover, where they come out every 30 minutes.
Go marry another husband. After the husband no go agree, the wife go still leave that other husband, go back to the first husband, still go born there. You don't know some of those things they happened before.
Okay. Well,
so you don't know.
Oh.
All the things see, even this man, let me tell you something. Social media has done two things, yeah? It has destroyed a lot of homes and it has mended a lot of homes. Before, men, they cheat with their full chest wide like this because there's no camera there to pick them. Now, men, when they cheat, now every time they look like this, they check camera, no,
it just started now. It just started with Gist Lover and Co. Now. It just started now. Before, it wasn't even like that. Before, they were still cheating with their full chest and saying, well, she will go and another one will come. But now, because people would drag them and trash them and insult them, that's even why they are hiding. But even at that, it's not all of them.
So it has always been. So when you say your own time, it was better. Even in that time, it was worse.
I know.
You know about my both grandfathers are polygamists. My grandfather on my mother's side has married many women. Betuga. In Oguro to marry many women. You understand? I have a lot of cousins, niece, nephews, like, it's even worse. It's even better now. Now, say, you even get a man staying with a woman, for a very long time. In those days, our grandpapa, they marry plenty. They know they marry themselves. They just, they born, they go. Some, they marry, but most of the time, you have a lot. Especially the wealthy ones. Go and check all the names of this. Mention all these wealthy people that have names. You will see. They have plenty, children from different women. Our grandfathers in those days, they married a lot of women. White, black, Igbo, Yoruba. You know, see, as I did so, my mama now half Igbo, half Yoruba, half Edo. I cannot even count how many women that her father married. You understand? And the same thing with my grandfather on my father's side too. So in those days, it was worse, but there was no social media. There was, you understand, there was nothing like that bringing everybody. So this is don't date. Nobody say it just they happen yesterday. It has been for a very long time. You understand? So it's just like, my own take is that just pray so that God gives you a lifetime partner that would love you and be with you and cherish you.
This 40-something. Which lifetime?
Because sometimes you can be the best wife.
You can actually get Victoria. It's true. You can actually get a wife at this age. I be a husband.
Woman that died. You understand? She was a born again. She was religious. She was everything. Look at how the husband beat her up, and at the end of the day, she's no more today. So what are we going to say to that? So it's just like in this life, and just know that it depends. Just pray. That's what I just say. Just why I say pray is that sometimes only a young man like sometimes what you confess with your mouth, you might be lucky that it will come back to you that way. So just be mindful. You just have to be mindful. Have it in your mindset that things might go wrong, things might go right, but please God, help me that this thing goes right. I never lose hope. Not because some men are bad does not mean all men.
Does not mean all bad. All right, ladies. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful hosting you. My eye don't dey close. I learned so much. Normally I talk and I listen. Today I listened more than I talk. Thank you, Yabo. Gist Lover is right. You brought reality. And Victoria also brought morality and an idealist society, which also does make sense. So people at home are sitting down, they are going to weigh both sides, and at the end of the day, pick which is better. The old days of polygamy or the modern days of social media. It's up to you. Victoria, you're not too old to find love. You can get married next year.
Never.
That's what I'm saying. You see, that's the mistake that we make. Forget love in a relationship and let everybody be happy. Love is intense. Love. See, just love God and love your children. Those are the only two people that even the children might.
But you have to love whoever you're going to get married to now.
What's the point in loving the person and the person is going to do the norm? Because now you're telling me it is a norm. And here, let's be realistic to ourselves. I said, remove love from relationship. Let us go in for what am I going to gain? What do you bring to my table and what do I bring to your table? I think that will make it more respectful.
No, I disagree. You have to love whoever you're going to be, because if I don't love you or I don't like you, I'm going to be very irritated. I won't even allow you to touch me.
Absolutely.
Person talks well, dresses well, very intelligent. There are different things to like in a person.
Now, let me close the live. Hold on, Vicky. Let me close the live. On that note, I agree with Yabo. I cannot kiss somebody I don't love. Me, I cannot do it. Maybe if the aggro is on another level, I feel manage and do them.
There has to be that thing, it has to be there.
Yes.
What you're saying is right. You can still bring everything to the table, but at least you must first have that emotional.
You have to have it.
Love is when the guy, for instance, this thing that is happening now, Osinachi loved her husband.
Are you sure it was love?
That is love. You see, Yu's wife, if she loves her husband, she ain't even going nowhere. And like you said, they will still do anniversary. That is love. Love is unconditional. Love is not because she cheated on me. No, that is why love is anyhow way it be, you get cancer, you die, you marry another woman, you born 100 children, I am here. That is love.
That is Titanic love. That's not love. That's Titanic love.
That's not love, but that's not love. That's bondage.
Yes, now Titanic.
It has to be. It has to be equal share. If I'm feeding you, if I'm loving you, and you're not loving me back, and I'm still with you, I'm stupid. That's bondage.
That's not stupid. That's love. That's love.
All right, ladies.
That's not love. That's
all right,
not
ladies.
what I'm talking about. That's bondage. That's being in denial.
I'm going,
Being in denial. If you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't love you, and you are giving that person all the love, you are definitely in bondage.
No,
and that is you being slow.
All right. We have to do part 2.
That's not love. So that's not love.
This matter no go end today. Oh yeah. We don't try. I get charity work tomorrow. Oh yeah. Iyabo, thank you so much, my darling. God bless you.
If you think that
Vicky.
my man, and you think think I will leave him because of that. No, look, I would even arrange the bed for you.
Sharing cucumber is another different topic.
No, it's true.
A man can show you all the love and give you everything, and he be sharing your cucumber outside with somebody else.
That is love, no? Hey, and you're not angry because that is love.
See, when he's doing that, he's going to be hiding it from you.
You Ledoche, can you see what you have caused?
It doesn't. That is not love. When he starts showing it to your face, except his religion, except it comes from that religion part of the world where they believe that men alone we. So you that you are married that kind of a person, you should know that men alone we be to fair war. You only get men no my bad day. You can be number one, but there will be number 2, 3, and 4. So we have to know.
There's no love.
All right.
That one is not love. That one is convenience.
Victoria.
No, it's their religion.
Thank God, say I no marry the two of you now.
You cannot tell them.
Emma Damilori Rooney.
Those beautiful girls are not.
There are some women that are okay with this. They are okay with the fact that men alone we.
I make them find young girls marry that man. Is that love?
Victoria, not kidding me.
Oh yeah, guys. I'm closing the live. Oh, good night.
Daddy, please close your listing.
Good night. Yabo, good night. Victoria, good night. Everybody, good night. Thank you, ladies.
All right.
Bye. That was lovely and quite intense. I enjoyed every minute of it. I just try catch my breath. Bye.